for the dom. What I mean is she looks beautiful, she's cooperative, she's feminine, she's on her purpose.
Say that word. Hold on. Say that other word. Cooperative again.
Cooperative.
Wow. I was.
All right.
No.
The whole.
No,
Wait, no.
He good.
We good. No.
Listen.
What's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Troy. We in the building today, man. I've been. So my boy Steven came back into town a few days ago, and we was chopping it up the other day for some hours, and it led me to just want to like actually sit down and talk because, all right, get it out the way. I'm married, you know, so listening to happily married, by the way, but listening to like what it's like being single right now, it's freaking crazy. And I keep saying I don't envy any of you single folk because the game has changed. Wow. It is different. It has morphed. It has done something different. So I want to know, like, what are your biggest challenges right now?
My boy, Chris
like
Boyd,
trying to get to know. What up, Fluid?
Mr. Fluid. Yes,
what are y'all biggest challenges right now? Literally getting to know somebody. Like we're gonna start right there. What are the biggest challenges right now that y'all get to deal with?
No, don't put no.
Ladies
Come on,
first.
I got
Ladies respectfully.
I would say the biggest challenge is the lack of consistency. There's so many distractions happening where we're in our generation, and there's a lot to look at. So I think it's difficult to keep our attention on one person subconsciously. That's the thing. We don't want that, but it's difficult. So it takes a lot more effort than I think it needed to.
Talk about it. Tell the truth.
Well,
go back to the more
Breathe
than one
in
person.
it. Breathe in it.
Yeah.
That is heavy.
Yeah. Like
That's heavy.
it's yeah. So it's like there's a lot of
I'm sorry, Chris Fluid just said something, man. He said sucks ass, everybody just wants smash.
Oh, see.
You're right, Chris.
That is very true. And it's I think it's there because we're put in the face of so many options and so many distractions. I think that in a regular sense back in the day it would have been easy. It was like this is the woman or this is the man in front of me at this moment.
Absolutely.
I can stay present with this woman or this man, and in a world of distractions that we are currently in, it makes a bunch of people feel like, well, there's not really any reason for me to invest any stock in this. Because why would I when there's so many other things that there's so many other options, right?
Let's pause. I hate the fact that all three of the men just drank at the same time. Because it was like, I don't know if we just felt that, but the first, like,
I needed to digest that.
Hey, and whoever watching, if you a cup and you are a man, I bet you drank at the same time too. I'm just being real. This is like, dang, that's tough.
But no, you speaking the truth. I mean, it's different. Tell me, do y'all get numbers still? Is that a thing? Like, is that the first thing y'all do when y'all meet? Do y'all get numbers?
That's not the newest thing, day and age. Nah, it's so trashly done.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so look. So check it out. I'm in school, right? I go to a great institution. I ain't gonna name drop because you know it's we Friday Night Vibes, but y'all done been on here. Y'all know where I go. So the lingo now is it's not hey. You know, I think you're beautiful, this, and that. You mind if I get your number? We talk, you know, whatever later. No, it's let me get your Snap.
Right.
Hey, what's your IG? It's really Snap. People don't even go to IG. It's just, hey, so what's your Snap? No, so what they do is they get the Snap.
Yeah.
They watch what you do in your life.
Yeah.
And then if they think you're interesting, then they'll go ahead and proceed in your DMs.
See?
See? Wrong. You see what I'm saying? Hey, that's so lazy to me. I'll be over here like, bro, if you don't go get the number, because look, I feel like real ones, and I'm gonna be real clean tonight. Y'all know why. All right, so real ones will go up. Automatically, I feel like if you're gonna get that number right then and there, you deserve it. Not no later on down the line. You didn't earn that. You sat there and eased your way in like a little punk, bro. You was like, man, you come up. Let me spit something to you, something genuine, something real. And guess what? I'm gonna give my real answer right then and there. Because guess what? If I get your number, obviously you feel like I'm interested, right? If I get your number right then and there, or what you, because you're not gonna draw a hand out your number to anybody, right? You see what I'm saying? So if I get your number right then and there,
Yeah. So
hey,
this,
I'm in there.
This isn't a generational thing, though. Is that what you're saying? Like this isn't.
definitely
This is a. So you only. So you're saying with like Gen Z. If like a 19-year-old dude gets like a 20-year-old girl's number, I feel like they're king now. In a world where they only know about social media. So if you able to finesse a phone number, I say finesse, but if you able to pull the phone number out on the first date or the first time you meet her or something like that, whatever it may be, like you're king. So like that's it's different. But see, with us, it's like, no, you're supposed to do that.
you're supposed to.
That's crazy.
And I feel like you like talking on social media, like us, like I got to get to know you. You give me your snap. I feel like that's lazy.
If they get the number, they feel like they
That
king?
okay? So
They have to though.
What?
Because they're in a world where they're not giving numbers anymore. Like I don't want to memorize 7 digits so I can, if I'm 19. But if I pull it, like they're not giving out numbers right now.
Man,
They don't do that.
Let me see your phone real quick, bro.
Here.
So, what was up with like sliding that over? Go ahead, put your.
But they're
put your
gonna
name in
download
it.
Snapchat on you.
But you see what I'm saying? What was up with
Give me that
that?
snap.
I just feel like I said. I feel like first.
My fault.
But no, I just feel like it is earned. You know what I'm saying? Not just given.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, when they come and they sit there ease in and then just they consistent though. That's the thing though, because like I was talking to this one chick and she said this dude like who she's talking to now. It's like, well, did he get your number? She's like, nah, he's talking to me on Snap and then he got my number.
That's how it's
That's
So,
lame,
but
bro.
are they meeting on Snap though?
No, they didn't.
They
meet
not
up.
meeting on
It's just
Snap.
like he said, "What's up? Let me get your Snap," and then that's it.
That changes everything. If it's not.
In my
Nah, it wasn't a meet on Snap.
in my opinion, here's the net of it. Okay, so Instagram and all these social media apps are essentially video games, in my opinion, for women to seek validation. Okay, I'm just gonna be straight up.
We gonna talk on that too, bro.
I see I peep game. Okay, so obviously women's currency tends to be validation.
Yeah.
Male validation, simp validation, niggas who clearly don't know what the fuck's going on. Sorry if I'm cussing. I don't know if we can cuss on here. Sorry, but
You
clearly
can't cuss.
clearly don't know what's going on in today's landscape. And I feel sorry for my younger brothers because they're coming into an age where they're using technology, which is not based upon any spiritual connection, any divine connection, any, I guess, interpersonal skills can't be developed really through the social media landscape today.
Yeah.
Well,
And so,
good.
I fear for my women too, because I feel like they get caught in this trap where they feel like they are above the average guy in which they actually reflect to. And so, because of the validation of social media where you're getting likes, you're getting dudes who DM you every day, dudes who want to take you on a date, dudes who just want to validate you as the pretty, beautiful woman that you are, it can mess with your mindset in terms of how you see a man in the world and how you can reflect to him and how you guys are actually equal because you've become pedestalized. You've thought of yourself in a different realm towards the day-to-day man. Men today are seen as tools. We're disposable. We don't come with resources, money, and the ability to take care of women in all of their needs and accessories. We are useless. And if we can't appease their internal or their carnal appetite, which is you gotta be hella attractive, you gotta have that lure, you gotta have that thing, whatever field you in. Women know what they want at the end of the day. But I think it's just hard because in today's landscape, we have used social media to create a filter for each other that is not necessary. And it's very traumatic because we could really be having good relationships, good spiritual connections, but we've allowed our ego to get in the way 100%. And we're not seeing people for people. We're seeing people for their algorithms, their numbers, their trust scores, and it's diminishing the soul.
Wow.
And so just from my perspective, I feel like women have used the social media game like how men play the PS5 or the PS4. It's a game to them. They get 5-10 DMs a day. Hey, you cute, you fine. And it's a game to them. I'm not gonna hit this dude back. It may be a good dude. It may be a quality. He ain't popping. His likes ain't enough. There's something there that my lower vibrations ain't gelling with. And so a lot of the interactions or people who would get dates via social media, it's based upon a lower vibration. It's based upon, oh, you cute and popping, so you can get my number. Whereas a guy who may not be putting all that stock into social media, he may have a day job, he may have a career where he's not invested in trying to be popping, trying to over glorify himself. To a woman in this day and days, that may seem unattractive. You're not doing enough. You're not visible. Therefore, you're unattractive. So if you hit me up through my DMs, irregardless of how you come at me, whether it's correct, professional, and with a professional decorum that makes sense, I'm gonna dismiss you because I'm popping, I'm cute, and so many people are coming at me every day that my mindset is now distorted on the day-to-day person.
Validation.
And so it all comes around validation. And if we didn't have this social, I'm gonna wrap my bit up. If we didn't have this social media landscape, I'll tell you exactly what would happen. So you could have a woman, she could be an 8, 9, or 10. She may only get one guy who approaches her a day. Let's say she lives in where we live at. It's not a big, major metropolitan city. She may have one guy approach her a day. That one guy will actually have the best opportunity to relate with her. Because she'll be like, no matter if I'm a dom, this is the only guy I've seen today who's appreciated me for me coming out the house. But if she can sit behind her couch in her covers or her throw pillow or whatever, throw covers, and get guys validating her 100 likes, 200 likes, she no longer cares about the one guy she sees in person because I got 200 men wanting to take me out. If social media went away, it would give chance for the men who are confident in real life, who are builders in real life, the opportunity to approach these women, and these women could actually see them. Versus having this distorted view, this is just another nigga, this is another nigga.
I completely agree
Oh
with that.
my God.
So that's my bit.
In a lot
The
of
crux
ways.
of it is that for my young brothers who don't understand, they are born in the matrix right now. They don't even have an opportunity where me and Javon was growing up, or we was growing up, we could get the numbers. That's all you got. What else you gonna give? You're not giving me no Snap. You're not giving me no Instagram. You're not giving me no ats, no bullshit. You giving me your number. Either I'm calling and your mama picking up the phone, or your daddy picking up the phone. I'm coming correct, and I'm getting through that way. Or you got your own cell phone and I'm hitting you up and we texting through that way. So it's always more room for transparency, room for growth, room for understanding people. But when you bring in the algorithms, and they know, the powers that be know what they're doing to our community in particular. So I don't fault women in our community for taking advantage for what they feel is going to be most optimum for them. If they feel like I can bag a baller through this means, if I can bag a man who can take care of me, I can be a stay-at-home wife, or I can have the opportunities to travel, see the world, I don't even fault women for that perspective.
So, Alex, I want to know. I want to know your response.
Hold on, wait. Before you get her response, because I know she's waiting. But I'm going to tell you this. Now, look.
I need the bag.
Hey, so check it out. So that was the intellectual of saying what I'm about to say to translate for y'all who don't like, damn, what is he? Hey, bro. If technology stopped today, you knew niggas is out of luck. That's all I got to say. You're out of luck.
It's off a pro.
It ain't no Snap, bro. You want to know how her day-to-day goes? Call her up. FaceTime her. You can even use that. Call her up. See how she doing. Get to know her. Don't be like, oh, that's cute. Okay, I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We there was a lot of points that was.
That's why I want to hear. I really want to hear what you got to say in
There
rebuttal
was
to that.
I got to go back through the points because there was a lot that you hit on. It all kind of built up to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
Which was, it seemed like by the egos that you feel like that women have, so we become callous to genuine people.
That sucks.
So we become callous to
That's dangerous.
genuine men, or men that are that could potentially make our lives better. And so because ego has calloused us so much by the ways in which we can indulge in it, like all the social media apps and all of these things. So validation now is, you said, currency basically for women. And That was interesting because I think that what started this, because I think you said what started the whole conversation was you guys were talking about, as opposed to getting your number in person, there's this whole Snapchat thing where it's like, give me your Snapchat or your IG.
It's litigation. It's like a layer of litigation to
Right.
go through to finally get your number. And I'm like, ain't you in the phone book or the yellow pages? Couldn't I just go find this by Googling you? Just cut me some slack here. You want to block me, you got the feature.
Right. All right. Okay. So that highlights a new perspective right there. Okay. Because you said but the thing about it is like,
You don't want to validate the men. I think that's what it is.
No.
I feel like when women feel like, okay, I got to give this number. He actually talking good. I feel like sometimes y'all don't even want.
It's a matter of validation, though.
Okay.
I think it's a matter of like, you proved your own point when you said your piece earlier. You were like, well, I feel like it's because if they have several men coming after them, how could that not go to ego? And so it's like, well, why would you even waste the time to come at me on one of those apps then if that's what you know? You know what I mean? So it's like, well, if of course I'm going to see you in the sea of other men because that's how it's like a low-hanging fruit for men too. It's like, oh, this is easy. Let me send this message and the same message to every girl, and then hopefully I'll get a bite. You're casting a wide net, and you're wondering who's gonna bite.
Yeah.
And so when it gets specific to me, as far as getting my attention, you have to be very specific with me. You have to be very intentional with me, which brings me to your next point about getting the number in person. That, to me, I agreed with that part because I was like, absolutely, I'm going to value the man that has the guts to come up to me in real life more than I am somebody who's casting that wide net and I just so happen to get caught up in it. And you're like spitting the same thing social media is easy.
It's easy for
Real quick,
But is that an age? Is that an
That's an age thing,
Is that
bro.
an age thing or like a generational thing? Because we were groomed this way. We like my older brothers. Like, yo, you go get the number. Like,
Right.
you make sure your hair is cut. You make sure your breath don't stink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And don't be stupid. Like, say stuff that she's gonna like, or if I get to know her, whatever. You get her number. That's how we were groomed. It's different now. And here's the thing, though. Like, it's scary because like our generation is starting to like kind of take on that a little bit too. Like we're becoming less social.
Yeah.
We're becoming less less face to face, soul to soul.
Right.
Like we're not vibing like that personally. Like it's like now we're becoming socially awkward, socially distant, socially anxious,
It never works because I feel like the vibes online are never real than what they are in person. People have a speck of information online, and then when they get in person with somebody, it's totally different. It's like, oh, I thought this motherfucker was lame, or I thought this motherfucker was cool, and he's not. Right. It's always the inverse. The solution is that because women feel like, okay, I can be online, I don't have to go out to the club, and I can get tons of men don't have the same opportunities unless you pop it. Right. We can't just be online and be like, even if we're an attractive, handsome dude, it's only gonna go so far. Why? Because our merit is based upon what we're doing in the real world, right? We gotta be building. We gotta have real jobs. We gotta be resourceful. We gotta be economical. We have to be able to essentially allow our women some reprieve.
Is that like a double standard?
It is, but check it. It's okay because there's double standards that are in our benefit as well. What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, what works for women on social media won't work for the average men or even the slightly above average men. You're going to still have to get out there and work. A woman can just be like, I'm fine, I'm pretty, I'm cute.
But that's not enough for a lot of women, and it never should be.
It's not enough.
It's not ever
never
going
enough.
to be enough.
It's never going to be enough.
That's not going to be, but the thing, like, if that's enough to any woman that you come across, then you're dealing with the wrong one, period.
But
that's not enough.
That's why I say I worry for the young brothers.
I'm hitting the ground like.
That's why I say I worry for the young brothers because they don't understand dating from where we grew up from, where you got to get us somebody's number and you got to call their home number, they landline. Forget you talking about calling people on Facebook,
Can't
Tom,
get on it at the same time as the internet,
Snapchat, Tom.
Yeah.
No. I had to call your house. Your mama picked up the phone, or your daddy picked up the phone, and I had to come correct to your parent, your basically the root of your life. I had to come correct first before I could get to you.
So I have a point on that though. Because of all of that, the lack of work being put in by men, because of your casting the wide net, what makes you think that I think I agree with you when it comes to the point that like,
See, I ain't gonna like the response.
the women, men have stopped doing those things in response to women carrying themselves more accessible, and now when I refer to the wide net,
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm gonna read it in a second.
when I refer to the wide net, I mean you're casting a wide net each time. You're not intentional. I'm completely in agreement with you. Like, back in the day, y'all did used to come heavy. You guys were intentional. A lot of times, things were not...
It's the only option.
Right. But now that option has been taken away, it's like, what advice do you have for the generation that's coming in?
I got you. Hold on. All right, first off, let me read this real quick.
Go ahead, Ben.
Oh my gosh, but I just... what I want to say is, I want to read...
With the word land on tip,
that was funny. That's what I said. But I just realized, like, see... What we are is what I like to call, what me and my brother call seasoned. We're seasoned. You see what I'm saying? We the seasoned crew. So we need somebody from the gluten-free section. You know what I'm saying? We need them to come up here. I'm sorry. From the unseasoned who don't use Tony's, they use salt and pepper. We need the unseasoned. We need that. No, we got one in here. She in here, and she know I'm that nigga.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by is we're older. Right. They're younger.
Right.
So we need
want Gen Z?
Yeah, we need Gen Z perception here and see why that's acceptable.
Who 25 and below?
Actually, we didn't even think about that. That ain't me. I'm not Gen Z.
If you ain't 25 and below, I feel like if you ain't...
I have a landline. My grandma answer the phone.
No, it's 23.
23 and below.
23 and below.
23
So,
below.
23.
All right, so check
above 23 then yeah. But I don't
you seasoned, and that's the part of the seasoned crew. So that's why I was like, see, we make sense and we understand, and I like how you're thinking, but one question real quick. Do you still entertain those who get your shit off Snap?
What? No, I don't give my number on to Snap.
I'm talking about
I'm
Snap.
not giving
like,
it out on
do
that.
people talk to you on Snap?
Right.
And then they somehow work their way to your number?
Yeah.
There's
levels to
you
it,
ain't
though.
no better.
What?
No. Okay, so I'm gonna go to these comments. Y'all, like I said, y'all been lighting it up.
That was a generalized question.
Achoo.
No,
All right.
I think what will help for the young brothers is some transparency from the women's behalf, because we obviously are in a time where it's social media is here.
Yeah.
And I don't have, I got my watch here, but I don't have nothing set for social media expiring anytime fucking soon.
No.
It's gonna be here for a minute.
It's gonna get even bigger.
Exactly.
It's only the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Once
man.
it's a whole new world is waiting for us that we don't even know. We complaining now. We don't even know what's coming for us. My point is that my advice for the young brothers, because I feel like sisters should give advice for sisters. My advice for the young brothers is this. You need to be on your purpose. One, if you ain't on your purpose, these women can put you into a windfall. You need to be so in your purpose that irregardless of relationships, or if you're dating somebody, or if women are giving cooperation or operating on good faith, it doesn't matter to you. Because at the end of the day, your goal as a man is to fulfill your purpose. You have a helpmate, which is typically a great woman, or if you're in a different community, that's your thing, somebody else. But you need a helpmate as a man. You can only receive the appropriate helpmate when you have self-actualized, when you've got into your purpose, when you've stepped into your purpose in life, where you have a tunnel vision and you know what the hell you want to do, what you want God to bless you with, what path you want to get on. That's going to bring in the right woman, irregardless of the social media. Because they going to have men hit them up every day, and it ain't going to be you. You need to stop validating women who do not reciprocate the same energy as you do. I'll give you an example. IG. Women will check your story, like your post. Once you hit them up, because they have 10, 15, 20 brothers hitting them up, they gonna play you. You rolling dice here. You gotta make sure your stuff is on 250 likes. Your algorithm better be hitting like whatever.
That's true, man. I've heard
Because
it.
these women will play you to the side because they are looking for the optimum man. I'm not going out with no brother if I feel like I'm drafting from the third round. I'm not going out with no brother if I feel like I can get better. I'm not hitting no brother back if I feel like I'm not giving him my number.
I'm gonna add on to it. I'm not going out with no brother who ain't got over 100 likes.
Period.
It's numbers now,
Period.
and that's how they see it. So I'm telling for the young brothers, even the day-to-day brothers who are older, you need to focus on the real world cement that you are trying to build. Get up off the social media, because the less validation that we're giving women without merit. Now, if the women is working hard, they deserve it. They're doing the work. Yes, give them that support and appreciation because it's deserved. But just because you got a fat ass, you look good, you got whatever here, I don't give a fucking damn. I'm a man and I gotta go out here and I gotta bleed. I can't get by off how I look. No matter how attractive I may be as a man, I gotta go out there and work. A woman ain't gonna just be with me because I look pretty. If I don't bring home the bacon, I can't provide, I can't raise kids, I can't allow her to stay home when she has my babies. She gonna look at me as inept. That's my goal, is to make sure I can provide for a woman irregardless of what fucking social media says. She gonna be comfortable, she gonna be situated, and she gonna be my queen. When they see that you so on your path, they ain't got no point but to get with the program. The numbers is fictitious. The algorithm can dictate what it wants, but the real work in the real world that you do and you affect people and you actually doing real things, it will trump social media 10 times over. Because like I said, apps can be deleted, algorithms can be changed, and a new app can arise tomorrow and it's IG.
Where are those women that are going to find that man that's doing what you're saying? Like, where are those women? Because most of them are on social media.
Those women are honestly in this day and age a rare find. Why I say this is because I don't blame women at all for taking advantage of social media. A lot of women have found great careers, great situations, great opportunities through social media in a positive construct. Not like, oh, I just got a fat ass, I look good, so then I'm gonna be popping and you gotta validate me. Because no, I'm actually doing good with, I look beautiful, yes, I'm pretty, but I also have something to give back to the world.
Right.
Not just women, but men at the same time.
If you're not seeing, now I agree with most of the points you made. I agree, I can see your perception. Are you not seeing, is there a lack of, are you not seeing these type of women on your social media? Is it like it seems like the type of mirage that you have on your timeline.
You have to look for it. That's why I say
Right.
rare, because
You wanna know what I see?
a man has to look.
Hold on. You wanna know what I see?
What?
Nothing of that substance. I can tell you what else I see. I can see where to follow her OnlyFans link.
That's y'all's fault though, because y'all are friends with them on Facebook and social media, period. Like, why are you following them if that's not what you want?
Ladies and gentlemen, Malika's.
That's
No,
what
sis.
I knew it.
Right.
Hey,
Hold on,
right.
hold on, wait.
She
My thing
right.
is, I don't give a damn about a man's likes at the end of the day. Like, I prefer my dude to not have any likes or even be on social media. So I'm confused on why you keep bringing that up, first of all.
That's
I
rare.
wasn't going to say nothing, but...
That's rare because.
But you guys
And I'm
have,
glad
you guys
she
have
said
that
something.
perception.
That's not rare.
No,
That's-
you guys have the perception that it's rare because of the women that you're surrounding yourselves with.
You
And
go
yes,
for them
you're
girls like that. You
attracting.
go for them girls that be on social
You
media.
give
post their
attention
ass
to
and
them.
OnlyFans.
I agree.
That's
wrong.
negative.
No,
I don't.
Devon, I agree. That's why I say the best advice for men is to be on your purpose so you can attract the right woman. Because we do have a lot of that. We do see a fine woman and we just want to like and we want to talk to them just because they're fine. We don't know who the hell they are. We don't know if they're right in the mindset. We just see a big booty, a nice smile, some nice done hair. You did conditioned your hair. You look like you brushed your teeth, and we want to holler at them. We don't know if these women are toxic, if they done got in a bad relationship with a man, and they gonna project that on us. We don't know. Our best bet as men is to say, look, I don't care what y'all women say. We the asset here. Our hands are bigger than yours. Y'all not building houses tomorrow. Y'all don't want to build houses.
I ain't look bigger than you.
You right. I'm just saying, generally though, generally, because you're a tall woman. Generally, women aren't that tall.
You
So,
go by
okay,
height.
so-
I'm just saying, generally,
Because-
women
okay.
are
Got-
the
Right.
feminine
Inside.
construct to men. Women are the feminine construct to men. Men and women are not the same. Women are the feminine construct. Men have their own. We are opposites. We can work together because we balance each other out.
Okay.
That's my point. Is that men oftentimes think that I'm gonna go get a dom and I'm not even working for the dom. What I mean is she looks beautiful, she's cooperative, she's feminine, she's on her purpose.
Say that word. Hold on. Say that other word. Cooperative again.
Cooperative.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
I was.
All right.
No.
Go ahead.
I don't want to keep pausing on my because
I said you go.
He makes a lot of
You
points.
go.
All right, cool. I thought you were saying something.
He's pausing to make way for you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Everybody get out the way.
So the cooperation part is the issue for me, right? Because I think that
As always, yeah.
well, okay. Because you spoke on a lot there. If you want a woman that is hitting the ground running just like you, has the ambition like you, the mindset, you want a partner, right? That's what you're looking for. But the intention behind it does not, because you want all of these qualities for this woman to have, right? You don't want her to be as dumb as a stick and just pretty, and you want her to contribute in some way, right? But make you better. It sounds good, right? Sounds good until you get one. And then you get one, and that's where the issue comes. And now there's too many expectations. Too many things are being, oh, she wants too much. See, I thought I was just gonna be able to get in this motherfucker and relax. And I had me a bad bitch that supports me or whatever the case may be. And no, listen.
Keep on, I'm listening.
So that's where so now to loop it back to my brother's point here is the fact that because this large ego that we have on social media and all that type of stuff, it's like you're gonna have to come a little bit differently every single time. So if the woman is everything that you say she is and she's everything that you want, you're going to have to
Make magic.
You're gonna it's like you can't, if you want, figure out what you want as men. Like just as a man, I want a man that knows what he wants and he's speaking with diction and conviction and intention, and because I can trust you at that point. But what happens is that you guys sugarcoat a lot of things, or you guys will try to play the game enough to be like, okay, well, cool. This is the one I want. I see how she's living, because you guys are looking at our lives on social media too, right? So you're like, I see how she's living. She's bad. She's hardworking. She's doing all this type of stuff. I want her. Then you get her and you do not know how to keep her. And so then it's like, well, you can't want what you can't keep. You can't desire what you can't upkeep. You can't desire or want for something that you know you can't water.
That word is dangerous. Why I say that?
So cooperation is a scary word for me. So when cooperation gets brought into the spectrum, what does that mean for you? Does that mean?
I know why that's a scary word though. Like,
yeah.
It's just like, yo, go with the program.
But then also it's like I consider myself a leader. What I prefer is that I want to lead and do what I need to do and be considered an individual on the outside, right? And then I want to be able to come home and allow and trust my man to lead. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be a man that has built my trust, because that's not one sweeping generality.
That's why I say purpose.
It's a built upon step, right? But men don't stay consistent enough, because fuck it, I'll get at the next one. Next 15 bus coming, right? Like, who said that? Y'all know that? So y'all be like,
y'all bus always here. Y'all always got a bus there ready for y'all. We gotta wait men gotta wait 15 minutes. Y'all already got 3 buses waiting for y'all already. It's
true.
Y'all, you talking about we gotta wait 15 minutes.
No.
We gotta wait 15 minutes. Y'all already got 3 buses waiting.
Period. Come to shoot. Come to win.
But I'm in agreement. See, I'm in agreement with you. That's why my point to the man, whether you're young or whatever, that's my point to the man, is to be on your purpose. When you're on your purpose, you're not so fulfilled. Women can't fulfill you just because you look good, just because whatever it is that your appearance is not going to be enough for me as a man who's walking in his path. If I'm walking in my path, even if I just found one woman, she going to be the golden ticket. Because I'm on my path. I think men got to get to the reality is that we don't need to have it all. I ain't got to have 2, 3, 4 girlfriends. I don't need that. I don't need to be wasting time trying to talk to every girl. I know.
I was just playing.
I don't need that, because I'm so focused on world building that I really just want one good spirit to be inspirational, cooperative, and allow me to
because working on what cooperative.
Do you mean
no?
submissive?
I don't even mean submissive. I don't, because to me, no. Look. Listen. The reason why I don't want to use the word submissive is because if a woman is with the right man and she's balanced, she gonna automatically be submissive. And I ain't got to speak it into existence. I don't need to say that. What I'm saying is cooperation in terms of good faith. What I mean is that a woman sees a man working, trying, really focused on his path, and she sees that, you know what, that actually might make sense to jive with this brother because he's so focused. He not worried about the distractions. And even if I say, yo, brother, you not my type, he's okay. He's confident. What I'm telling the brothers is that you can't beat the algorithm. You can't beat the numbers. You have to be so focused. Stop worrying about you not Roddy Rich. You not these rappers. You not these entertainers who got millions of dollars, who banging all the fine shorties. You a day-to-day brother, but you still a god. You still a king. You need a queen, but you gotta be operating on a level where you're gonna attract the white woman who's operating. All of this, I wanna have all these women and women, I wanna have all these men validate me. Man, I wanna have all these, it's fictitious because even if you get it, even if you get the woman after woman, you will not be whole. You'll be trying to fill voids. I'm not trying to be here on a pulpit. I'm telling you from experience, it don't matter. Even if you, Monday through Friday, if you don't find a woman who's whole, that you can invest in, who believes in you and where you trying to go, it's a waste. And you're going to project that to every female. And she's going to be like, it's a waste of time. All this dude want to do is hit. All this dude want to do is fill a void. He don't really want me around for the long term. Men who are men are going to put the situation like this to women. Look, I want to be with you. I think you're dope. I think you're a good woman who could really vibe with me. I have assets, you have assets. Let's work in conjunction and let's build a kingdom and empire. But you can't say that to a woman unless you on your path. You can't just be talking like that and you not doing shit and you fumbling. Because the women have what is that? Women have intuition. What is that's called, right? Yeah. Women have intuition. They can read a nigga quickly.
There was a study that came out that says a woman knows whether she's going to marry a man or date a man. I won't say marry. Date a man within 60 seconds of meeting him. I already know what you're about.
They already know. You waste. That's what I said.
But it goes back to, you see what I'm saying, when you have to work and ask and get that number? You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? Oh, no, I'm cool. Boom. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, guess what? I find you somewhat interesting. Let's see if you can hold this flame. You know what I'm saying?